guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're creating this lovely image here, layout and all. So we're starting out with the shell of the whole thing. It's a lot of work. This was a live stream we did on Twitch. It was 2 hours long from start to finish. So rather than give you the 2 hours on YouTube, I did a lovely little speed build for you guys. So some of this is a bit tricky to do because there are some parts of the layout that we can't do in The Sims, like they have curved parts on the inside of the layout, and then there was like this weird like rock formation they had going on that had like curve to it, and we can't do curved wallpapers or stuff like that, so that was tricky to do, but we ended up getting it done. It was really interesting. It was super fun. I love this build. I would love to do more of like random Google search builds like this. I randomly searched on Google tiny home build and this popped up and I was like, alright, let's try it. I believe they called it a tiny fantasy home. And the roofing too, that was a challenge because they have like a weird curved in roofing. And I don't necessarily know if we have the capabilities in The Sims to do that kind of roofing. Maybe we do and I'm just not aware of it. Or maybe I was using the wrong type of roof for the whole thing. I don't know. But I couldn't seem to get the roofing to really go in my favor. So I just did what I thought looked best for it. But in the end, it was kind of like, okay, not exactly quite like they have, but okay, it's close enough. We'll roll with it. So there's that. It's a very simple build. I didn't do too much on the outside because in the main image I saw, it didn't really show too much on the outside other than like a couple plants here and there and a little garden. So I just went basic with that. Finding the outside paneling that looks similar was challenging. So yeah, that took a bit, but we finally found something that worked, and it was close. It wasn't quite exactly what they had, but it was close enough. It was as good as we were going to get for The Sims, put it that way. You know? I mean, they gave you a lot of options, but they don't always give you the best options. So we had to go with that, even though it wasn't really exactly what they had. It was close enough. It's the best we could do. So, okay, there we go. Now we're trying to find windows, which that was a challenge as well. I literally could not find windows to save my life that matched the ones they had. And it was just like, oh my god. I went through every window and nothing worked. So I was like, oh great. I did have to move objects on to get a window up in that little crevice up there because there was just no way I was going to get it up there in a regular setting. So I did have to use move objects for that purpose, but yeah, that's mainly it. And I did find out that if you resize a window, it doesn't work. It looks really weird. So don't resize your windows ever. They look really weird. So keep them the same size. Just FYI. So there we go. That's that. That's the front of the house. It looks kind of okay. Not the worst, not the best. There we go. I did put a door in. I wasn't sure what kind of door to go with because, you know, what would look fantasy like? And I mean, I guess the cats and dogs door was okay, but it was my favorite one. But it worked for the build, so we choose that. Went over there. I didn't know what they put in the behind the house. Like, I wasn't sure if they continued with the rock or not, so I did that, but I don't know. I mean, was that a good choice? I don't really know. So I did do the whole rock thing in the back of the house, but I don't really know. And I wanted to find like cool little flooring for like the deck area. Well, actually, they called it a porch. I don't think it's really a porch. It's an entryway, but whatever. And then I was using the terrain tool to create this cool little walkway because, you know, you can't really make a curved walkway with the regular flooring, so I had to use the terrain tool to do that, to make it look all curvy and cool. So there's that. Now we're just putting in we're going to now start on the decorations. So I didn't know what to do for this wallpaper on the entryway. It was so hard to pick one because it's like, well, what would they have had inside? Because they don't tell you that. It's all on you. What's the best decoration? So I kind of went with like a weird like cream colored and then with like a brown base. You know, I mean, I guess that's what I chose in the end, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little unsure about it still to this day, but you know, whatever. I built this yesterday, so it's fine. It's whatever. And then I liked that little bluish brown base. That was really cool. I didn't choose that obviously for the kitchen, but you'll see where that comes momentarily. Now, I don't know why the bathroom was so big on their layout, but when I looked at the layout, it looked really huge. So I'm just like, well, we can fit a lot in here. So we made it into like a laundry room and a bathroom, so that's really cool. I love that part of it. Yeah. And I used carpet for the bedroom because I feel like that was the proper choice since wood was the rest of the home. So, there you go. Kitchen starting off, we're going to be going with that lovely fridge. And I started out with like this weird the kitchen ice cream counters, but then I realized, I don't like I don't like those cabinets. They're just too weird for me. So I was like, nah. So we switched over to the ones from not Island Living, the one from Jungle Adventure. I like those a lot. Those are my favorite counters, to be completely honest. They're so nice and they're so basic, and I love it. Go a little bit of that. Some clutter to make it better. And I tried to follow the diagram or their layout they showed in the image as close as I could. So they had a sink and a fridge next to each other, along with the stove next to the sink. So we did that. And it said something about shelving, so, I put shelving up there above the stove, assuming that's what they meant, but I don't know, but whatever. I liked it. And it looks really cool. And yes, we use move objects to put the plant on top of the fridge because you cannot put a plant on top of a fridge in regular gameplay, just FYI. So here we are picking out our lovely tiling. I love this tile. It looks so good. It matched like the countertops and everything. Oh, love it. And that was from Fitness Day stuff, I believe. Yeah. And I'm just trying to find what I want to put over there. Put the little broom over there. And I don't know what I put there. What did I put over here? I don't really remember. But anyway, we did find something to go over here. But, oh yeah, it was a little plant. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I put that box there. I thought it looked cool, but, in the end, didn't really. So there's that. The living quarters is pretty huge, I will say. Like, the living room is, like, massive. I was originally going to have this be a one-bedroom home. But then I realized we have tiny living. We could totally use the sofa bed. So I was like, we could just do that, So I built it up in a way where I thought it was going to look really cool for a one bedroom. But then I'm like, no, let's utilize tiny living in this build as well. Why not? So I love the couches from Seasons. Those are my favorite ones. I like the Parenthood couch right here. But there's no matching love seat or matching chair for this, which really annoyed me, so I had to get rid of it, because, let's be honest, we want at least a matching chair or a matching love seat to go with your sofa, to be utterly honest. KSM Gurus, get with the program. At least give us that. So there we go. This is how it's going to look originally, but I did change it up, as you'll notice. I do put the bed down, but I realized how the backing of the bed was going to be like super in the way where I put it, so I did put it against the wall, which then maybe had to kind of add more chairs and stuff in the living quarters, so you'll see that momentarily as well. Adding a few plants over here, because plants really make it stand out, look really neat. I like that. It looks really neat. Yeah, I could have put a painting or something above the TV, but I didn't. I was like, nah, whatever. And then I remembered we had a chimney, so I had to put a fireplace near somewhere, so this is the only place I could fit a fireplace. So maybe it's not a good place for a fireplace, I don't know, but that's where I put the fireplace, okay? If I'd really thought about it, I probably could have put the fireplace in front where the TV was, maybe. Oh, but then no, because it's only like a half wall, kind of. We didn't really finish that off. Anyway, so there's that. Yeah, I'm trying to find something. What am I trying to find? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to find more clutter for yeah, whatever that's called. I can't think right now. The fireplace, thing. Yeah. I'm blanking on what that's called, but whatever. Yeah. Mantelpiece. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. I don't know why that was interacting with that section. I did use move objects for that. For some reason, it was like, oh, you can't put a coat rack here. You're in the way. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. So now I'm putting a chair over here, and I'm going to put a bookcase next to the fireplace. But finding a bookcase to fit there, it had to be a one-tile bookcase, and I really almost couldn't find one. I didn't want to use the one from Tiny Living, because at this point I was like, nope, no Tiny Living whatsoever in this build. I'm not gonna do it, not happening. But then I changed my tune a little ways through, and I was like, yeah, alright, Tiny Living might be good for this build, okay? So there's that. Oh, it looks good so far. I like it. It's, it's a quaint little place. It, however, does not meet the requirements for a tiny home or a small home or any of those things. So it is a regular residential lot because it has over 100 tiles. So it doesn't meet any of those requirements, sadly. So, eek. I put a desk over here originally, but then I realized, what are we going to put in the window space? I mean, we could have put a sofa over there, but that would have been, like, really awkward and weird. So I was like, no. So I ended up moving the desk over to the area where I have the windows. And it's like, alright, that's pretty neat. I realize now, watching back, I probably should add curtains to that, but I didn't think about it until right now. And it's already on the gallery, and I've already built it, and I'm already doing a speed build, so can't do that. I was putting some antique paintings over here, and I'm not really sure why I was doing that. Like, I had an idea in my head, but it wasn't really matching up to the whole look and feel, so just that. And then that's when I went with Tiny Living. I was like, oh, Tiny Living paintings, I love those. So I shoved those there, and that's when the whole idea came. Maybe I should use the Murphy bed, or whatever. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't, and when I thought about it, it was because I couldn't fit a double bed in there. I was like, oh, I can't fit a double bed in here. Oh no, what are we going to do? And that's what the Murphy bed idea came to mind. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to. So I had to move everything out of the way. The coffee table had to go. It couldn't fit. It was just, yeah, it wasn't going to work. So we had to get rid of the coffee table. I'm so sorry, but we put the Tiny Living one in its place. So it was fine. Murphy bed's up against the wall, which is fine. Little chair over there. A little love seat over there as well, you know, to counteract the whole idea of it. So then we have like 2 couches and a chair. It's great. I love it. You know, it's pretty cute. I wanted to try and fit a plant or something above the Murphy bed, but I couldn't. I didn't remember what could fit there, so I didn't put anything there. I just left it blank. Putting another bedroom in here, so technically 3 Sims can live in this house. Technically. I mean, if you count the Murphy bed as an actual room, I don't know. But I kind of did, and I was like, oh yeah, we could totally fit another bed in here. So I put another tiny living bed in here, and I put that painting I had on that wall in the living room in here because it looked really good, and I loved it. Arizona desert, I love it, right? Here we go. Something a little needed over here. I don't know what did I put anything over there? Probably not. No, I put this little table, and that's really it. And that's the bedroom. I did end up putting in a laundry basket in the room after the fact because I realized we could fit laundry day in here. So I'm like, yeah, let's do laundry. Why not? Because I had that one tile that was empty, and I'm like, oh, what can I put there? And I was like, I gotta put laundry day in there. You gotta do it. So we did that, and it was really worked out really well. I was super impressed that we were able to fit everything we wanted in here. Even an easel, you know. It's really good. I like it. You know, a couple of things here and there. I think I did leave a few lamps of those random lights that I used in the beginning in the build. And I'm like, oh no. I realized that like just now. And I'm like, oh, can't do it. Anyway, whatever. Now we're doing the landscaping, which is basically the end of the video. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this lovely build. And if you did, please hit like. If you want to see more cool stuff, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitch as well at JazzT11. I love doing lives with Sims and whatever else. And yeah. So do comment with your feedback and suggestions of any kind. I love that. So that's the build. That's our speed build. That's our little copy and paste-o, I guess you can say, or whatever they want to call this kind of builds. That's it. Generally, that's the build. So I will see you guys very soon with another Let's Play or build or something soon. So enjoy this, and I will see you again. Bye!